What's up guys, this is MDCuber, and in this video I will show you guys how to lube a Rubik's Cube. I will be demonstrating on a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, but this will work on any kind of cube. Just keep in mind, the bigger the cube, the more lube you will need to use. You will need a Rubik's Cube, a paper towel is optional, you will need a screwdriver. In this case I will be using the screwdriver that comes with all Moyu cubes, and lube. You will want to have a Rubik's Cube lube, not just any lube like WD-40. And I have over here silk for the pieces and Traxxas 50K for the core. Let's get into the video. There are three parts of a cube that you lube. They're the pieces, the tracks, and the core. I think that the core is the least important and it also takes the most time, so we will just briefly go over the core. First, you will have to take one of the center caps off, and I like to do this with the screwdriver since my nails are short. Then unscrew the screw, and after, you should be able to disassemble the cube easily. Now, move all the pieces to the side except for the core and the piece you took out. Then unscrew the rest of the screws. For the core lube, I will be using Traxxas 50K, which is my favorite. You can also use Traxxas 30K, 10K, or a different lube, but make sure it is a lube for the core, and do not use a piece lube. Now, for the lubing, remove the spring, and if there is, the washer from the piece itself. You will put lube on every single friction point. So you will start by putting lube on the piece. Then put the washer in, then put lube on the washer, then put the spring in, then put lube on the spring, and also you will want to put a little bit of lube on the screw itself. Then you can put the screw in. Now you want to screw the piece back into the core. After you screw it in, what you will want to do is you will stretch the piece away from the core, and you'll put some lube on the bottom part of that piece of the screw. Then spread it like such. And now put the cube back together except for one edge piece. Now for lubing the track, you also want to lube the friction points here. There are 3 of them. It is right here, here, and on the corner stock right there. So now let's put some lube on these points, and then we put the cube back together. Now I will be using some silk to put on the pieces. To do this, you will just simply stretch out the cube and put in the lube. If you're using 1 lube, you should put in 3 drops, and if you're using 2 or more, you should put in 2 drops of each lube. Remember that you will have to break in these lubes. For Traxxas and other thick lubes, it should take 50 solves to break in, but for a normal lube, it should just take maybe 2 solves. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Consider subscribing and liking this video. Thank you to RL Cube Shop, my sponsors, and I hope this video helped.